Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in here. You either catch on quick, or this place chew on you slow. This life don't hand out directions. Just wait. Just pressure sitting on your chest every morning. Folks think trouble kicked the door in. Nah. Trouble slick. Trouble got perfume on. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wear silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny, not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chip paint. Bent edges, blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
The Night's Layer.
couple people here. Let's listen to a little bit of this.
This year ain't complaining though. Not complaining no. Just tryna get my kids something for the morning snow. For the kids, yeah. Hard nights had me feeling real low, but somehow we made it home. Yeah. Heat barely working, oven crack for the cold. Light still on, but the bill still bold. Kids ask questions, I don't answer right. Daddy Santa still come tonight. Neighbors argue when sirens cry. Another soul on the corner tonight. Pull my coat tight, walk real slow. Pray not make it back through the cold. Say a prayer. I ain't get shit this year, ain't complaining though. Just tryna get my kids something for the morning snow. For my baby. Hard nights had me feeling more love, but somehow we made it home. Thank God. Store about to close, pockets thin. Counting loose change, breathing in. Car decline, hard hit the floor. Clerk say, try it once more. It went through, yeah I froze. Feel something warm in my chest, no joke. Ain't much, but it's rap with love. Sometimes there be more than enough. After the rain come a calm. After the dark come dawn. Rough night try to take it all, but I stood tall, I stood tall. I ain't get shit this year, ain't complaining no, no. Tryna get my kids something for the morning snow. For the kids, yeah. Night was rough, but my heart still holds. Feel like rough night turned out right. Turned out right. Christmas, it's cold, but it ain't no snow. Ain't no snow. Merry Christmas, it's cold, but ain't no snow. We made it though, we made it though. Merry Christmas, it's cold, but it ain't no snow. We made it though. Merry Christmas, it's cold, but it ain't no snow. Christmas, it's cold, but it ain't no snow.
Let me see. We're gonna go from that one to this one. It ain't no snow. We're gonna go from that one to this. Shout out to the shout outs. Here we go.
All we been through is still sit in my chest. Nightmares talk when I'm fighting for rest. Voices of the lost keep calling my name. Love turned ghost, now it echo with pain. All we been through made my heart turn still. Smile look calm, but I'm barely healed. If I go quiet, don't think I'm at peace. That's just a war trying not to release. Yeah. cold nights, thoughts like a loaded gun. Too much weight for a broken one. Seen close friends switch for pride. Seen real love fade and die. Trust got thin like shattered glass. Memories stuck in the past. I move slow but my mind don't race. Demons lurk in the silent space. Pain got stitched in the way I speak. Every breath feel hard to keep. All we've been through is still sit in my chest. Nightmares talk when I'm fighting for rest. Voices of the lost keep calling my name. Love turned ghost, now it echo with pain. Late night thoughts, ceiling stare. Lost too many I can't repair. Brothers gone but the scars remain. Tears dried up but I feel the rain. I done seen loyalty break from greed. Seen fake smiles hide bad seeds. Now my guard up, heart locked tight. Every wrong move feel like a fight. Paranoia breathe.
Is a vibe bass, good energy, yeah, drinks in space. All we want is a night go up, hands in the air when the beat go dumb. All we want is a light stay low, neon glow while the speakers glow. All we want, yeah, that's enough. Turn that slap up, shake that club. All we want. Fresh out the function, feeling too clean. Shoes on glide, fit magazine, mob in the room, pressure shift. Whole crowd feel that energy lift. Baseline slap like a heartbeat knock. Head start turning when we hit that spot. Ain't no stress when the wave that strong. Whole night vibing to the same damn song. All we want is a vibe and bass. Good energy, yeah, drinks in space. All we want is a night go up, hands in the air when the beat go down. All we want is a vibe and bass. Good energy, yeah, drinks in space. All we want is a night go up, hands in the air when the beat go down. Dance floor bounce when the kick go in. Lights flash slow on the skin, laugh too loud, confidence high. Whole room moving side to side, no bad moods in this zone. Leave that drama at your home. We came through just to live that feel. My music, Bay Area thrill. Yeah, all we want is the moment, right? No tension.
Let's see now. Let's try one more. Baby. Let's play Baby.
There's a silence when you're gone that even midnight can't outrun. Your memory lingers in my room like perfume I can't undo. Soft echoes call your name. Every shadow looks the same. Love shouldn't feel this cold, but without you I'm growing old. And I swear I feel you near in every breath of air. Whispers in the midnight air. You're gone but you're everywhere. Every scar you left behind still glows inside this heart of mine. Slow tears fall, but I stand tall though your ghost still haunts my.
Let me see. Don't make me freak you. YouTube streets. I'm coming. The violin. It's already been trimmed. What is it? No. All we've been through. What is this? Okay. Let us begin. I think we start off with Natalie Nunn in San Francisco. Yeah. I watched it whatever season Natalie Nunn was on it. I don't watch Bad Girls Clubs. I see a lot of new ones because could be House with Drewski. That's just the flavor of love or something to me. But it's a house with women fighting. Then you got the Blueface house. That's a house with people drinking and fighting. So it's a bunch of them. So that's the same thing they said about our girl, Mona, also known as Don't Call Me White Girl. But we was listening earlier tonight to Clifton Powell. Clifton Powell say he in the middle. He get jobs where he get $10,000 a day. So that's $50,000 for 5 days. He say if he know you from the back in the day, he'll do 5 days for $30,000. If he really want to do the project, he'll even go down to $20,000. So he pump out a whole lot of work that way. He like when he get a series or something so he can get constant dollars. So he's in the middle. And in the middle that he's at, he's in a position to save money. Now he's getting Social Security and all of the stuff. So that's him. Natalie, I believe, is in that same middle too. Because the thing about these things, if you did Baddies 16 years ago, that's probably just getting notoriety. But you have to do backup stuff. The music don't look like it's selling out for rapper folks. Everybody that got that mid-level of celebrity don't really got no podcast or nothing popping off. Blueface, he doing okay, so he can take this little low right here, but I think he still should do some music. Just do better quality of music. While you got the popularity, do multiple things. He got this boxing match coming up with Swaggy P. Yeah, if you have access to popularity, you got to utilize your popularity. And they just be having lulls that go a little too long, and when they money get a little funny, I think she gonna get you back. I think she's gonna get you back. She just probably going through something right now. Rewind it. But they're gonna do right there. So let's rewind it. I keep forgetting the damn StreamYard, instead of it being one step where you hit share, it just pop up. You got to go through another step and bring it from the bottom. Ugh.
Serious money dispute that has people questioning what really went down behind the scenes. A promoter stepped forward claiming that Natalie failed to refund a $7,500 payment after allegedly canceling on him to go film in Africa.
You're gonna get it. I got you. You booked me, but then we didn't do the party. You told me we were gonna do a party. We should have did a Super Bowl. Money. I don't want no party. Give me my money.
He don't want to do the party now. So her thing is just, let's do another event, because I done spent that bread, but that ain't the way it go, Natalie. If they want their bread back, you got to give them their bread back, especially if you didn't do the job. So that sounds like the exact same thing that happened with Don't Call Me White Girl. But we got to stop rushing to calling these people names. They call Don't Call Me White Girl a name. They suggesting it about Natalie now. Yeah, if they haven't been convicted for it, that's just speculation. That's all the way around. Let's just say that what was said was inappropriate, what was done was probably inappropriate, but these are all grown folks. You know you grown, you know you in a house drinking, you know you probably done signed some NDAs and all of the stuff. But let's go. I didn't get out of her face, but he wanted 7,500 back. Y'all not understanding. You can't just walk off. That's money right there. It'd probably be inappropriate, but yeah, you can't just ignore it.
Watch out, man. Don't touch
me. So yeah, bro, they say Natalie Nunn out here running off on the plug, this, that, and the third. I mean, she did say she was gonna pay him back, but you know, it just kind of come across a little many when you take money, right, without fulfilling your obligations, this, that, and the third, and then take hella long to get back to him. Send that back as fast as you took it. That goes for anybody receiving some money for a service, bro. But she did say she doing what she want. Yo, and speaking of that, we finna get into that, bro. You know, they come up with all type of shit, this, that, and the third about it. But, you know, we're gonna get into it, bro.
Shout out to that creator that made that post, right? Because I just also wanted to just give my little 2 cents on this, right? I don't know. I guess because it's me. Whenever I say certain shit, people like to tend to, I don't know. It's irritating as fuck, actually. Which I have said many times ago. And my real hard bodies definitely know. I've definitely said this shit so many times. However, I just want to give some little extra 2 cents behind why I be saying what I be saying, and that's definitely what I be saying. If y'all don't know, I have been asked to get on Baddies at least 3 times. Each time I have rejected it. Another reason how the whole situation with me.
So like Jaleese, whatever this young lady name is, Krishan, Stunner Girl, all of these people like in the same bag. Where did dough come from?
And Tommy even came about.
Right now, so my skin is under construction. You know that. Yeah. Bad shit. What you got?
And then if you know the history between her and Stunner, you know, the shit asking Rocky to come on the show, it kind of come across like a.
So the girl name is Rocky, and that wasn't Stunner though. Who was that other girl? Well, at least don't look like Stunner to me.
Up or whatever, like she don't. I ain't gonna lie, Rocky don't seem like she into that type of shit though that much. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, outside the club, about to go in. I've always been the type of person that I don't just be doing shit, and I also understand how dangerous being in this industry really is. Whether it's TV, whether it's music, acting, singing, or dancing. It's dangerous, right? It's really dangerous because I have been through some real shit when it comes to men and women in this industry. I tend to really pay attention to what I might be putting myself in and if it's worth it or not. And because of that, it's the reason why I've always said.
Do y'all know when y'all see these videos with all them jumps, that's them editing it? So this is a pre-record.
No shade, no disrespect to none of the girls that is on Baddies or was on Baddies. This is no shade directed at nobody whatsoever. This is just my opinion, okay? It's always been clear to me that we are watching girls get pimped out on so many different levels, even down to the way that...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them little females be on there acting like R. Kelly when he was in that Gayle King interview, bro. on there fighting for their life, bro.
They pay.
Is that what they doing? Why is that looking more and more like the only choice, though? Is that what they doing? Is it like rapping and NBA? We got a one-track mind. Is that what's going on?
The women on these shows. I don't really want to get into all of that, you know. The language, the way they treat them, the way that they pay them, and the work that they make them do, it was always clear, and it's always been clear to me that they were being pimped out. And if you getting pimped out like that on camera, it's not hard to figure out what could be happening off camera, especially when you are a person already in this type of line of work.
So that's why I don't understand why I said the other way. So if your person is already prostituting, how did somebody turn you into it? Or did they see you as prostituting? Not my words. If they see that's your lifestyle, they saying, oh, here you can make some money. We're going to keep you drunk. You get to stay in this house. Be in this house, going to give you some notoriety. You got to know how to make something after that. So the people that watch the show get to recognize and know the people, and you got to make them like me. I'm not starting because they took the channel. Technically, I'm starting over, but how am I starting over? So all them folks, like I used to say before they took the channel, they'd be like, "Are you coming on tonight? Are you coming on tonight? Are you coming on tonight?" Why are you? Is that trolling too? Is that trolling too? I'm asking for a friend. Rapid One, TMKC, all the royalty, all that's happened is they took the super chat. They took the super chat and the emojis. How important is the super chat? Well, super important. Everybody tends to spend the money in the super chat. That's where they spend the most money at. And I guess them emoji are super important, and the damn wrenches. I'm on a bunch of channels where I don't got a wrench. I didn't get my wrench back and all that stuff. Cool. But those folks be here. It's not no reciprocity. So at the end of the day, it's all like a bunch of gaslighting. And it's a lot of narcissism. Is that putting jackets on people? All I've been hearing the last, what's today? Maybe since the beginning of the month, it's like people crashing. I don't know. Since 2024, it's just been crash. I'm like, damn. But shout out to this lady telling her truth.
Like it's not hard at all. When I was younger, I remember the first time I ever heard about the Illuminati, and I remember like just going down that deep ass rabbit hole and shit like that. Now, as a grown ass woman,
Is it that deep though? I've been hearing about that, my goodness, 20 some years now. I mean, a heavy emphasis put on it for about 20 some years. So is it a rabbit hole or is it just known? And I will go to say that it should be known because it is talked about. People say it don't be talked about. It's just that it's like a news story though. They talk about it and then they move forward. They don't talk about it and stay there because I think it's consequences to talk about it and stay there. I think it is all this stuff. This is the crashes I'm talking about. Let me see now.
doing music for so long, and all the shit that I done been through and seen and know for a fact, I can tell y'all this. The things I used to like wonder as a kid about how dark this shit really is, I know for a fact that shit is real. That shit is so real. Regardless to what any of those women's situations is or why they are on the show, how they...
Yeah, I believe her, bro. And you can kind of like sense the desperation in some of the females that be on the show. Like you know, they acting like the girl set it off who say, I need that buddy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like it's being said backward. If you're already in the life, then you get found in the life, and they get you to sign an NDA, pay you, give you a place to stay, and you already in the life. They not running them out of the house, because when I see them, oh, well, maybe it's something that happens off camera. I don't know. Now, what is her name? It's not Erica Alexander. That was Jada Pinkett, Queen Latifah. What's her name? Vivica Fox. I forget her name.
About
ended up there or whatever, they're still humans. They somebody's daughter. Some of them girls got kids, siblings to somebody. When you really pay attention to what the has always been happening, it's always been clear. And I just feel like between Natalie and Jocelyn, that's exactly what it is. I just never feel like it will be worth me putting myself in a situation to even see if I'm right, because I know I am. I don't belong there. People get mad.
So Natalie and Jocelyn is like Ronnie from Players Club? Is that what we saying? Come do my brother's party.
When I say what I say, it's just kind of crazy to see somebody make a post and just seeing how many people is in the comments and the likes and shit. And it's just like, but when I say certain shit, y'all just make it like I'm saying the most off the wall shit that just can't be true, or like I'm bitter or I'm mad or I'm this or I'm that. And in reality, it's not that. I just know how to call a spade. And that's exactly what it is. She's definitely fucking mad. I feel like it's only a matter time before so much.
So first she said they was P's and now they M's. I think that Natalie may have been out there in the life, and she was on the show originally, and she just gets a stipend to bring other people on the show. Is it deeper than that? Or are they Ronnie's? The club don't give you so much money, but girl.
Shit come out pertaining.
Ooh, there's some spicy allegations, bro. I might add, and I ain't gonna lie, some of the people who saying she hate.
Exactly. It takes one to know one kind of thing. Yeah. We look at this stuff, and I just looked at how many people looked at the same thing and was like, stop throwing jackets on motherfuckers. And that is true, because if you ain't been convicted of it, you are not it. Let me say that loud and clear. If you haven't been convicted of it, that's just accusations. That's just accusations and speculations. You are saying the questionable stuff, but can't nobody jump and just go, you that. And especially me, because I know dark humor. I was trying to think earlier who the other, George Carlin, Patrice O'Neal, I had Kevin Brennan. They all dark comedians. Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern. If it's not sexual in nature, it's racial in nature. So that's the thing that's a trip about some of the commentators when they go, such and such had a Klan hat on and he said this. Yeah, but I remember a lot of the 90s jokes was they walk around with their butt cheeks all clenched up and they talk like this. And blah, when it's going both ways, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff you got to look at with a grain of salt and don't call it what it ain't. Because you basically saying that these are public Heidi Fleises. They in a public when they're clearly on TV shows. Some every day, some once a week, some, but they in the public eye. somebody would have done something, I would think. Somebody would have came out with something, I would think. So that's why I say, yeah, you can't just jump to them. That's extreme. Is it a woman on there who said that Natalie actually did this, or said that Hernandez actually did this?
Or jealous or whatever, how you would want to be in her position. Ain't that crazy, bro? Somebody looking at it from outside the box like, oh, girl, you just ain't...
She has victims and that one day this is going to be as large as the Diddy case. Real shit.
About how she has baddies, and y'all are listening to the way that she's talking about these women, and you're not understanding that they are being trafficked.
And also, let me add this too, right? I'm not wishing nothing ill on nobody or nothing like that, but I do want
Yeah, I was accused of that. No, I sometimes have knee-jerk reactions to things that I see because I'm a dad and I have a little girl. Well, she ain't a little, she's a grown-ass woman, but I got granddaughters. However, being a father and knowing other fathers and being around other children, sometimes them folks respectfully run to the street, even when they come from so-called good homes. Because the story they just got through saying about Krishan is that she come from a good home, was an athlete in school and everything else. So it wasn't that. It's something exciting about being in the streets. It's something exciting about playing with, dangerous stuff. And then you go back and look at your childhood. Look at my childhood. Now, both of my parents were around, but to be honest, I would say around, because mom's got caught in a car accident when I was like 10 and she never was the same again. And then pops just was on all of the women. So I was always left with somebody or left somewhere. So I would just say around. It wasn't grounded. The most structure I could say I had in my life consistently every day is when I lived with my mother's mother. And then the other person that was there consistently, if I went there, was my father's mother. My father's mother was bedridden. Now she can get out of it, but she was bedridden. Like my mom, after I came home, she was pretty much bedridden too. Dialysis was like 8 hours, so you need the whole next day to recoup. Then it got down to 4 hours, but by that time, so she got on it when I was like 10, and then they got it down to 4 hours when I was about 30. So 20 years later, then all the experimental drugs they give people, man, it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. The pharmaceuticals, the food, the water, everything. They almost tell you don't eat and pretty much don't drink. Or like somebody told me you want to get this multiple filtration system, so you strip the water of all the minerals. You just have it to dehydrate yourself, and you get your minerals from the food. And when it comes to the food, you need to have your own garden because you can't trust the store food. And then they say even with your own gardens, you got to know where the seeds came from. It's tricky out here, all the way around and up and down.
Try to keep in mind a lot of things that are unraveling, far as like a lot of celebrities and TV personalities and shit like that. Those people that was before our time when we was younger and watching them on TV, now we're watching documentaries and truths and all this shit coming out and a lot of shit playing out. That don't stop. So like a lot of shit that is going on right now in the next 5 to 10 years is going to be RICO cases and documentaries and other shit about what we're witnessing right now too as well. I will say this though, for these girls that be getting on these TV.
And bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, so it'd be a lot of hoopla about girls going missing, and it's a tricky, diabolical game You understand me? Let's keep it lit.
Shows, I get it. Sometimes I don't. That's none of my fucking business. But
are we mixing things up? I do understand all those things is being said, but are we mixing things up when it comes to that? Like I said, I was being left alone when I was 10 years old. Are they going missing, or do people just don't give a damn about them? Talk about that.
I will say is everything ain't for everybody. A lot of these girls that go on these shows, now mind y'all, Baddies ain't the only one. It's so many other shows now that is literally getting people in a house, filling them up with liquor and making them fight off. Granted, y'all can say, oh, well, they signed NDAs and they agreed to do this and they da-da-da-da and they da-da-da-da. Do y'all really think an NDA or agreeing to some shit is gonna save you? It might be for right now. Everything comes in waves. And when they get tired of that shit and when that shit dies the fuck down, or when some...
Who is the they that's going to get tired of it? Because if it's been going on since Playboy After Dark, they've been knowing about it my whole life. And then I was looking at Dapper Dan in that Diddy documentary saying that his father and mama was in it buku years ago. So who is the they that's going to get tired of it? It seemed like it's high key acceptable. Just listen to how many people are defensive of it. Look at all these shows. Listen to all these people. Where you think you're doing the right thing, it's probably going to be a bunch of people all in your chat talking about, listen what she talking about. She probably this and blah, blah. That's what be happening. You think you're on the right side of things and then nope. So, hey.
Something bad happens, they come and do a sleep. And a lot of these girls that we have seen, even if you don't watch the shit, even if what show you don't watch, it doesn't matter. A lot of these girls that is getting into this shit right now, you can get into a fight and walk away and feel like you're okay. You can genuinely be okay for the moment. Years later, when shit starts settling in, somebody around and got hit in their head the wrong way and you just don't know the effects of it right now, or something can happen to your ass.
See, that's where it get tricky at, right?
It's not tricky. They signing them things to punch on each other and get drunk. They be too excited about, and let's get off the club. Let's get off the club. It's young folks out here videotaping themselves doing this for free. They walking around with these self like, and it's not new either. So let's not even say, because it was, I don't know how long ago the so-called knockout game was running around here. How long ago it was when people was camcordering up stuff. This ain't going on.
We you know, it looked like we get to see a lot of people acting out their trauma, right? Whole time they getting trauma induced and this, that, and the third. And you know, it's a fine line between offering opportunities and exploiting motherfucker, right? But you know, when you're in a time where they say, bro, the love of money is the root of all evil. So it for me, it'd be tricky when I understand it though. Like somebody get too drunk with power, this, that, and the third, which they, you know, they allege and this, that, and the third, then it's out of hand, right? But you know, that's why they say, what's that say? All state, put yourself in good hands, bro. Just Zeus hands, it ain't good. Get your fucking self up out of there. And I understand it's like the Hunger Games.
You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. You don't know what hands you in until it's too late. Unless you have super proper guidance, which everything we looking at is saying that is not it. It's a whole lot going on and a whole lot of folks involved. Let's get away from this because it don't stop here. Let's see. And we don't get to determine it. So like this is what the third chick. First it was the older woman. Was her name Keisha something? I don't remember. Oh, this is the fourth chick. It was the older chick that's in her 40s. Then it was the girl they were saying looked like King, T.I.'s son, Navia. Then it was well, let's go even further back. It was Krishan. Then Navia. Oh no. It was Krishan and the older woman in Navy. Well, all three of them that was there together. So he's on a Stunner Girl now. Like even this. So I'm gonna shut up. Because what it looked like from the outside looking in and what's being said is like what they say, people playing in your face.
Gonna talk yourself into a corner. Shout out to Slain_them7. So let's hear what she has to say now.
100 about her situationship with Blueface. She said that she feels that posting a picture of her dude was not the deal breaker, and she tells us about Blueface.
Y'all know another thing too. He literally sees the videos. Like, y'all know how I'm out here talking. He's gonna see all this. Like, y'all think he don't be seeing? He sees all that. He sees all the little videos that y'all make. He sees all the comments that y'all say, and he swears up and down. He swears up and down, like, oh, I don't read comments. Oh, what people say. Like,
I never swear up and down. I don't read comments. I read every fucking comment. I just don't give a to over explain or change the narrative of the comments. That's just me. I think every celebrity reads every fucking comment. And I think that you read every comment, and that's why you're doing what you're doing. And you're over-exaggerating yourself because of the comments. It's all right to read the comments, chat. Just do not act upon them. I'm not going to see a comment that I don't like and go online and try to address it. It's a terrible idea. You'll be doing that for the rest of your life.
because the first argument we had, he literally said it that y'all be saying. I swear to God. Right here on the Bible. He sees.
Sure did. One thing about reading the comments, chat, is you can tell when a female is acting upon the comments. So I'm the type of person, I will read a comment, and the second I hear a female repeat that comment, it's already registered to me, and I will be like, you're reading the comments and you're acting upon reading the comments. Do not act upon the comments, chat. If you're a famous person, just read the comments, gang. You don't have to act upon them. Get what I'm saying? For example, if somebody says that I'm fat in the comments, that doesn't mean I need to go get a fucking liposuction tomorrow. If somebody says I have a small lips in the comments, that doesn't mean I need to go get my lips done tomorrow. That is when you become a clown. That's when the comments be controlled.
Yes, because that's what it is. Troll. I'm finding out a little bit over time. Troll mean they trying to control you. So they're gonna say the most fucked up shit they can possibly think of saying to you so that you can lose it. So yes, I look at, well, I don't really, because if I'm lit, I'm really not looking at them bitches. But I look at a lot of them. I see all the stuff to be said. I don't care about it. There's no point in me saying that over and over again. The best thing is to actually not care about it. Because what's going on in their wallet?
Control your life now. You can read the comments all fucking day. I read all the comments.
all this. So you think that one little video was his deal breaker? It wasn't. He been not feeling me. He been.
The deal breaker was never Stunna with another man. I know Stunna. I know her lifestyle. I'm in her close friends. Her being with other guys is not a deal breaker for me. What's a deal breaker for me in this Stunna girl situation is her care to over explain. Because when she over explains, it's like putting a cap on a bottle, chat. I'm the type of chat, I want this bottle to overflow. Do what I'm saying? The second I'm with somebody and they go like this to the bottle, I'm probably not gonna fuck with them after that, because what the fuck did you just put a cap on it for? Now there's limits to this. Now this motherfucker, we can't get overly rich. We're just gonna get until this is filled up, and I'm gonna need a new bottle. Does that make sense, chat? If I need to get a new bottle because this one can't hold that much water anymore, I'm probably gonna go find a new bitch. I'm not over explaining, chat. I'm just responding to what she's already over explaining, because she seems to think that.
And now you're doing the thing you said you don't do. We do that too, though. Sometimes I call somebody a goofy because they acting like a goofy, but me calling them a goofy is me responding to them. So that's what they call feeding the trolls.
Something's wrong with whatever she seems to think. So this is just our response, chat. This is content.
Been saying he been just seeing that I've been doing. So that's not the whole deal breaker. That's just the deal breaker because I'm not answering if this shit is a PR relationship or not. And he hates that. Oh, don't.
In this clip, she tells us what.
Of course I hate that. What type of female can't answer that question? What the hell?
She messaged Blueface while he was on stream.
No more glowing. Yes. He ended it. Yeah, I should do him how he does me and call him on the phone. And y'all want to know what I texted him? I told him to get off live crying, Dad, this fate. I don't even know if he texted me back or not.
Yeah, I never texted her back, chat. I'll probably never text her back. Once she already acknowledged that it was fake, that's all I need to know. I'm not looking for no fake shit, chat. I don't give a fuck about nothing, gang. I don't do fake shit. So when she texted me, hey, get off live and stop crying, you know this shit is fake. Bet. Never texted her back, never will.
On the next episode, y'all are so funny.
And in this clip, she reacts to Alabama Barker almost pulling up on Blueface.
Let me see. Alabama Barker gifted you a tier 1 subscription 1 month to Blues Clues. I thought Blues Clues was the thing that Blueface be on. And Alabama Barker, let me see, was the one that was fighting with Catch Me Outside. Alabama Barker is the drummer dude Barker. What's his name? I don't know, but yeah, Catch Me Outside had a song that was used in the Kanye beat where they was, how long ago was that? This is what I'm saying. Everybody's struggling.
And thinking I'm in a serious relationship, and this is what she's thinking in the back of her mind the whole time. Oh, it's fake. It's not real. I'm just like him. I'm a twin. I would have been fucking lost in the sauce, gang. Y'all tripping. I'm not no fucking idiot. I'm not taking no 304 serious. This is what she proclaimed to be. She got on here and said, I am a 304. I didn't fucking put that jacket on her. That's what she said. So I'm not finna get in no serious relationship with a 304. Anybody with that mentality that's self-proclaiming themselves as a 304, I ain't not gonna take you serious. What the fuck you think this is? I ain't no fucking date. I ain't no fucking trick. I ain't none of that. Dead homies.
This is not for the cameras. When we get off stream,
we cuddle. The fuck are you talking about?
we go our separate ways. And I go deal with who I go deal with, and y'all see he deals with who he deals with. So
That does not mean we don't have a connection. That does not mean we're not working towards a relationship. So this is a 304 mentality right here. This is a terrible mentality.
it's not much like there's too much faking, bro. That's now want me to be faking. I'm not gonna be faking. I don't. If mother feel like I'm not faking enough, then it is what it is. Unless he just be mad because I won't call.
It's not about you not faking enough. You're not being real enough. What the you mean you're not faking enough? Chad, I don't understand what she's saying, gang. Like, what is faking? Which part is faking? Which part of me?
I understand what she's saying. And that's why I say I'm not into dating, because that's what dating is. Faking like we care about each other. Why not just be in a relationship? Because when people say they dating with a purpose, but they not really with each other, she live over there, he live over there, she got her friends, he got his friends. What is that? Because that's what they call dating. I'm not finna give up my rotation right now. I don't know how serious this is. So then this is active prostitution type stuff, right? Am I tripping? What do you mean? I mean, I'm celibate by myself and ain't no other woman around. So if I'm messing with you, you're my woman. People don't just no. Or other than that, if you got dudes and I got women and we mess with each other like these two is doing, how is that dating? That's faking, like she's saying. Now, why is it faking? Because they don't take you seriously. It could be either side also. If that dude got a rotation, he hanging out with you, trying to build something to hit you off, and he hit you off. He probably still got the other group still there too. So you just amongst the ones getting hit off. And the other way, vice versa. And folks is comfortable with that.
Can you stand in my house, taking helicopter rides to the motherfucking island and it's faking? Like, what the f? I don't understand this.
Him and be like, you need to stop doing this, or you need to shut all that down. And I'm not gonna do that. I let him choose what he want to do.
You've done that before, Stunner. We've seen you go crazy over a nigga. So please stop acting like that's not in your nature. That's not in your character. Nobody wants to crash out, but nobody wants somebody who's faking. Nobody wants somebody who's faking. If you see something you don't like from somebody that you do like, and you don't think to communicate that, call them, tell them that, you don't really fucking like them.
Pretty much. And it don't have to be aggressive and mean and whatever else. It's just, I don't like that. If that person keep doing it, that means they don't like you. And that's when you start ignoring it. Like sometimes people be revealing stuff to me, but like I said, I may have knee-jerk reactions, but I think I be on the right side of things. And then I sit back and pay attention because, people's like, do you ever watch your shows back? I said, hell no. Why do I need to? But I have watched them back. And then I realized now that I am watching them back, damn, I got too many damn shows about that person. Especially if it's not in a positive light. Like the things that was said this week about the things that's been done this week. You shouldn't have 30 shows, 60. People do have that, but I don't want to have 30 shows about it. 60 shows about it.
Homies. If I like a bitch, I'm gonna call this like, hey, what's up with this right here? Like, I ain't feeling that shit. Simple shit. This is simple shit. Y'all tripping, Chad. Y'all not finna convince me that motherfuckers with fake feelings deserve a motherfucking hip hip hooray. That. Shout out to King ABJ999. If you're a fake person, I'm good on that shit.
At the end of the day, it's gonna act right for the right, straight up. Like, I've been learned that. Am I gonna be straightforward about if it's really not nothing? Like, yeah, we fit each other, but how y'all are trying to paint it to be, like, if that's a lie. I would be literally sitting on here lying. I'm not gonna lie for nobody. We are not in a relationship, so it's like, what? Y'all can see the dynamic. We with each other, but I feel like people, even, because he would be lying.
I thought we looked good together, chat. I thought, let me know what y'all think. I thought we looked good together. But 30 days to think that we will be anything other than working towards a relationship, you're freaking mind blown. Stunner, please fix your mentality. I don't know who the fuck hurt you this bad to think that you jump in serious relationships in 3 days, 4 days. But it doesn't work like that. It takes years of getting to know each other, getting to know tendencies, what you into and I'm into, what makes you tick, what makes me tick.
I don't think it take years, and I think some people can lie for years. I don't think it take years. And then what's happening during the interim? So like I say, I met my significant other when I was 14 and she was 12. What were we doing between that time? And then what do we really know at that young age during that time? And that's it. People is real comfortable out here to crush you if you crushable. So both people develop a thick skin, and with that thick skin being developed, they trying to poke yours. Let me test this and let me test that. Well, I don't like this and I don't like that. So I don't know even if you're in a pretty long relationship, you don't know. You don't know. But it's good to hear these things so you can know some things.
Before we could even put any title on anything.
If he's straight up a liar, straight up. If he's trying to paint it out to be anything else, he's a liar.
I'm a liar. I'm the most honest motherfucker you fucking have ever met. I will call you and call another right after you on camera, on stream. I won't. Like, come on now. Anybody that says Blueface is a liar is a liar. Dead obvious. Like, what the fuck?
Because outside of streaming and all this other, we do not have nothing established. So if it up on this mother straight up, that he just would be straight up lying. And I'm not going to go along with the lie. That's the problem. I'm not going along with the lie. Sitting up there and trying to do a reaction to one of my videos and act like, what? No, you're not telling them. What am I going to tell them, sir? What am I going to?
You tell them your story, young lady. What do you mean? What are you going to tell them? You tell them how you feel. You tell them what you think. You tell them what the like, what does she mean? What am I going to tell them? What the do you mean? What are you going to tell them? You tell them what's going on in your brain.
What am I going to tell them? Because it seems like anytime I do say something, it still gets.
You just say, this is a publicity stunt. We're just doing this publicly. I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want you to hurt me. That's something you can say. That's what you tell them.
No, she's not doing that, Chet. She's going for what the comments are saying. Do you hear what she's about to listen to? What she's about to say next? Oh, it seems like when I do that, what?
Switched around, or anytime you.
They get switched around. So what? You don't switch it around. You stick to the fucking script. If the fans switch it around, so what? But if the fans switch it around and then you start switching it around, okay, we see who you're trying to appeal to. This is why I don't deal with famous females, chat. They choose their fans over their mans. My script is never going to change. I don't care what the fans say about me and Stunner's relationship. I will continue with what I feel about the relationship. I feel Stunner. I thought we looked good together. I thought we were getting to know each other. I thought we were establishing some type of relationship. But in her mind, she's on some PR. She's on some internet. She's on some some whole, it's been 30 fucking days. You feel what y'all see what y'all know what I'm saying, Trap. Stop
Say
that.
something and still get switched around. That's the perfect answer. I'm confused. Like that's literally what be going on. Am I wrong or am I right?
So in this clip, she tells us about Blueface only doing stuff for the internet. And she said Blueface wants her to play a role and she is above that.
See what's
And if she's saying it was PR and they only do it in front of the camera, that was playing a role. What? You cooking him dinner, you doing all this stuff just in front of the camera, that is playing a role. If it's nothing there, that's exactly what that is.
fails to realize I live my life on the internet, so I don't do stuff for the internet. If I'm gonna go to the fucking store and I record myself going to the store, that means I'm going to the store for the internet, or I'm just taping myself going to the store. I think she just talking. She's just explaining. She's just trying to like come up with some idea in her head to make her feel like what she's saying is valid, and it's absolutely not. I live my life on the internet. I don't live for the internet. As you can see, if I lived for the internet, I would do things to better the narrative for you guys to say, oh, Blue's so cool, he's such a nice guy. No, f that. I don't do that. I just turn the camera on and press stream. Shout out to Ashley D. Clean.
Yeah,
it's a big difference for somebody who lives for the internet and someone who lives their life on the internet.
Doing stuff for the internet would have been what I did. I took some money to do something I would have not naturally did. That's doing something for the internet. Somebody paid me to do something I would not have naturally did. But me sitting on here, me drinking, me eating or sleeping, that's my actual life you're looking at. Him calling one woman after the next on camera, meaning that's not deception. Nobody's being lied to. If it's a secret, it's deception. If it's omitted, it's deception. So that's what I mean when I talk the way that I talk, and people get mad. Well, why are you calling people this? And why are you doing? Because I want to talk the way that I talk instead of lying to you. And it's cringy because y'all talk the way y'all talk. Y'all love to hear something I go, oh, that's y'all love that. So I'm confused. It's double talk. Shout out to the Stunner Girl young lady. Shout out to Blueface young man. Let me see. Just imagine that. We taking limos, flying on for the publicity. Am I getting double the money that I'm paying on this stuff? Then it makes sense. Let's move forward. That was Blue. Then we go on here. Shutting down Blue. SS. We got it. Skinbone. And Glorilla's sister that they calling Brorilla. But what is her actual name? Skinbone. Why I gotta struggle if my sister Glorilla, she rich? That's her money. That's the only reason. It don't belong to you. Commented on something. It's like the like.
So what's up, man? Like what you just blew up on the internet in a week?
But see, I really wasn't trying to though. I was just trying to get a point across. Little point.
What was the point?
I'm obligated. That's the point.
You obligated to, you really think you obligated to your sister money?
Hey, why I'm not?
What you do for her to get the money?
Laid on the floor with her. The rats and the roaches.
Ass to ass or feet to head?
She pissed in the bed and blamed it on me. And I got a whooping for it.
You got a whooping for peeing?
She peed, I got a whooping for it.
Well, how old y'all was though?
She probably like around 12. She was like 6 or 7.
So they really thought your grown 12 ass was pissing.
Hey man, she make everything sound believable.
So because you got a little pee on your ankle, you deserve some of her money.
But she was a strong pisser. My shit was covered.
Damn, that's exposing though. You get to expose and do that and feel like, well, that's not no positive stuff. All positive. Positive in love. Feel a little neglected because you're in need. You're not on no drugs, whatever. You're a good person. You would like to have a little support. Why don't the conversation sound like that? A little bit more kinder to the person you want something from.
In peace.
Yeah.
So shit. It was believable when both of us come in there wet, so I'm finna whoop both y'all ass.
But because she was younger, she probably got like a little tap. You got
Nah, both of us got beat, I ain't gonna lie. But shit, I wasn't supposed to get beat with her though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So, you know. So yeah, I'm obligated.
I mean, I wouldn't say the word obligated, but I should feel like
How you feel like?
Comfortable. Like you should be comfortable. Why you feel like you're not comfortable? You don't get nothing? Zero?
Nothing at all.
Why you think like, wait, first of all, how many siblings is it?
10.
It's 10 of y'all.
Yes.
10 of y'all from your mama or both sides?
Mama and dad, 10 siblings.
Are they both the kids together? Same mama, same daddy?
10. Same mama, same daddy.
Oh, they was getting down.
My daddy got 11. He got his brother dad got an 8-year-old. That's 76. But 10 siblings, same mama, same daddy.
I have 4. 2 sisters, 2 brothers. And that stuff is spread all out. It's unfortunate for the babies. But a lot of time can't win for losing. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna be there. That's another rule. There's rules on top of rules on top of rules on top of rules. Well, I was just watching Barbershop, and Ice Cube was talking to his son. And he said, "My life might be a little bit better if you wasn't around all the time."
And then the odd one just.
Yeah, she's just about some other bitch or whatever. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Some other bitch? That's your stepmama.
That ain't my stepmama. That ain't my stepmama. Some other bitch, some other female bitch, whatever you want to call it. That ain't my stepmama.
Okay, so out of the 10 siblings, nobody got nothing.
The brother, you know what I'm saying? Like I've said before, he's still doing DoorDashes. And working, you know what I'm saying, working a job, you know? My other one just got a job, and I ain't gonna say what jobs, but yeah, he been, you know, struggling down bad for the long.
Right.
Yeah, so
okay. With your sister's money, what do you expect her to like? What do you expect to be like? What do you think you're supposed to be at right now in life?
my thing is with that, I feel like she should have gave us a push start.
Mm-hmm.
If the struggle, you know, if we came up in the house, silver spoon in our mouth and all that, but the struggle was severe with us.
Yeah.
So for you to be the one to make it out, you should have gave us a push start.
Right.
If I opened up your own business, now if she would have said, get that, do that, and I it off, and I'm coming back like I need some more, that would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But zero, but you got all these friends and stuff, and the female that watch you get stomped out with you, like that's not fair. That's not right.
Right.
That's not cool.
So you ain't even get a push gift. I mean, a push star, like.
But it's still bad stuff. So the peeing in the bed is 6. Okay. Being around somebody to watch you get stomped out, that's like negative publicity and need. You got to be talking positively. I love my sister. My situation is this. I don't want much. Here go my plan and all of that kind of thing. Maybe. Still might not get nothing, but at least it sound a little bit better. Studio space. And you just start talking to her. What is her name?
So what business would you go into?
Probably like
You like a truck driver.
I was just gonna say the
like
box
I can
truck.
see you hopping out a big ass truck.
Say the box truck.
Yeah, like a big ass truck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like some stress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn, 10 siblings. Nobody got but you the only one mad.
Nah, they mad, they just ain't bold.
Mm.
That's all that is. But see, if you look at it, it took me 4 years.
Right.
She been on for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they mad, they just ain't bold enough to come out with it. I'm the bold one. Cause I really don't give a So yeah.
Yeah, I can tell about the tattoos and
But you gotta care though. You gotta care to want somebody else to care. How much is a box truck? Price of a box truck, and then what are you gonna have on said box truck? Cost of a used box truck. $5 in the morning. Rider use. They talking about payment plans though. How much does it cost? I don't like when they do that. Just say how much it costs. Then they want you to go through them. This is a funnel. So they can have you get some autoresponders. No, just the price. Okay, the price of a used box truck can vary significantly based on the factors like age, mileage, condition. Here are some general prices. Typically used commercial box trucks range from $15,000 to $80,000. You can find a used box truck starting as low as $17,880. The average cost for a second-hand box truck usually falls between $35 and $100. For example, a used box truck with 200,000 miles can be around $50,000, while one with less mileage may cost around $90,000. That's a lot of money because that's just the truck. Sis, you've been in the business this long. Give me this box truck. Together we make. That's how it's gonna be.
Delanious places on your face. Like you don't even give a fuck about a job. That's why you mad. You
But
ain't
right
got a job. You trying to get her to give you the money because you walk in Wendy's right now. They go, hell no.
Oh, I'm working on damn Wendy's.
I know, but if you was to walk in there,
My manager got tattoos and shit. They better hire me. But I'm gonna work at Wendy's no way. But I like Wendy's. But I really like hot and spicy from McDonald's. But you know, hey, it is what it is.
And your sister ate your hot and spicy.
She ain't had my hot and spicy.
When?
We ain't ate the whole day.
They just came out like a couple years ago. So when
How
did
they
she do
been?
that?
How's spicy been out? Where you been?
Not that long. Like 2018, 2019.
Did you go?
Hot and spicy McChickens?
Yes.
They ain't been out that
Can
damn.
somebody Google this, please? Anybody got Google?
Google it
hot and
for me.
spicy?
From McDonald's. I never been into the McDonald's chicken. I like Popeyes, but I think I've eaten more chicken sandwiches from Burger King. Hot and spicy came out when? 2022. The term hot and spicy can refer to different contexts. Music Hot and Spicy, the second single from Steve. Food Hot and Spicy on McDonald's. There it goes. Came out in 2002. Introduced in 2002, featuring the spicy breaded chicken patty and served on a bun with lettuce and mayo. So 2002.
They ain't been out. Right, they be gone. Like I remember when the commercial came out, like it was crazy. It was limited time, but now they permanent time.
Hot and spicy never went out. We was getting hot and spicy and they was $1.10. Somebody Google it.
2002?
2000. Hot and spicy was out way before this.
Well, let me tell you something. That's how you know I struggle. We got McDonald's once a year. I wasn't able to get no hot and spicy to be able to choose.
Yeah, when I was younger, we didn't do the fast foods like that. Let me see when we didn't start doing the fast food. Let me see. Cause yeah, let me think about it. I don't remember being younger getting hamburgers and pizzas and Chinese food. We ate food from the store. Now when we got to grandma's house, we got some quick ways there. Quick ways. Maybe some Chinese food. Then when I got shipped to Pop's house, that was the beginning of the fast food. That was the beginning of the fast food. Because I do remember pizzas coming there. Yeah. But even there, trying to think. I remember while I was in school, didn't have no fast food money. Then when I got back home to mom's, probably around the age of 17 or something, I remember going to Jack in the Box. So yeah, when I ended up in the streets, probably around about 16, 17. I wasn't buying no fast food. I was buying food. And then around the end of 17, going to 18, okay. And now, let's see. The last time I had some fast food, it was some Popeyes chicken. And that had to be a couple months ago now.
My mama get everybody a burger and we split 3 fries. She shake a little bit on these. 6. 3 fries between 6 people. 2 get half of a fry, a small fry. Everybody get their own burger though. But that was dinner.
But you made it out.
Yeah.
Your family straight ain't?
Hell no.
Why
I ain't straight.
I'm sitting there with another glow.
I
This another glow.
I ain't straight.
What, you a glow?
I ain't straight.
You got Gucci on. What you talking about?
He's fake.
The veneers,
Now these was free.
the earrings.
Oh yeah, I stole these.
Y'all done called me out here with another globe.
No,
Y'all
listen.
a conspiracy.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Why you want that damn girl money? Listen, if you know that's your sister, how tight is you with your sister?
Well, you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Before she hit, we was cordial.
Cordial?
Our relationship kind of went downhill with the Gloss bitch. When they make the fake ass t-shirts and shit. Yeah, our relationship went downhill with her. Cause she did some scheming ass shit.
Right.
But we were still cordial.
Mm-hmm.
But then, this what I'm saying though, y'all can't keep on saying me. You got 10 siblings. I'm not just the only sibling.
Right.
I'm just the only one speaking out.
You think you're gonna get the money now?
No, I don't think so. And we 8 minutes in. What else is there to talk about after the 8 minutes? Do y'all order some food? Do y'all? Yeah. What else is it to say? What she got going on? She a comedian. I seen her do a skit.
With me like, at least say, bitch ass nigga, you know that my sister. And I'm gonna read it how you talk. And then I know. And then I know we cool. So Glorilla know I love. I don't really care about social media. Like, it don't prove nothing because even after that, like, she came here to the big jam. I hugged on stage. I was on stage with. Like, I don't be caring about like that. People take social media. People will cry if you unfollow them. Like, bitch ass nigga, what you unfollow me for, bitch? Like, it's social media. You got my number though. You was able to call me, but you worried about a follow. You know, Drewski just unfollowed me.
Why?
I don't know, but I don't care.
Drewski?
No.
Why you ain't tell me all these people you was into it with?
I'm just telling you, like, how the game go, like, with social media. Like, that nigga so big, he got PR. He followed 10 people now. So it's like, I ain't finna cry like this nigga unfollowed. Like, I know.
Yeah, you can't cry. You just gotta find more means to, you know, get it done. Especially if you got some decent obstacles up against. You gotta find ways to get it done. Try to rush and get it done. Came up on some hard times, got some numbers from these different programs, and that stuff is the run around. They said we can't guarantee this and we can't guarantee that, but we can do this and we can do that. So then we move and see if they can even do this and do that. Not really. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. We got more numbers. We're waiting for more whatever.
How the game go. Some people don't know how the game go and literally get into it with you over a follow.
You seem cool though. Why are these folks doing like that?
Is you listening? That's why I said give you that money. You don't listen, man.
Damn.
Let me call Shamar.
Man, you better not call that number 5 shaped ass bitch. No, not call no Shamar.
What's wrong with Shamar?
This hoe want to be so invested in a situation. But look. He want to be.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Gloretta.
Gloretta. To be gay doing this. You making us look bad. You gay and twisted. What the fuck? Nigga, you making the LBGT community look bad as a mother.
So you want to do a song with Shamar?
Hell no. I'll probably knock his hip back straight. Shamar.
You can't just be talking about your peers like these your peers. And y'all in the same community.
Nigga, that ain't even a human. That look like a disorderly.
That is rude. The Skin Bone got a like what they call them shows, a 10 for 2, a 2 for 10, a 20 plus 2 or whatever it is, because that's where the Shamar person be and the no neck person be. Yeah, so they just hanging out and talking bad. Let's see now. Move that one out the way. Let's go to this one. Now this one is about Cardi B. Shout out to 6. Yeah, you gotta have multiple channels, I guess. Good luck is better than something negative. Good luck is better than something negative. Access and opportunity. Access and opportunity. It's a psychology behind it. Is it what dude said? Who was that? Clifton Powell earlier. He said it's the dopamine hit. So this is like the Cheyenne Bryant thing. And what's the other one name? What's her other one name? Fontenette, the two doctors that said that these men are creating broken homes, Cam and Nick Cannon and
be. It shapes who, it shapes what you want, it shapes the way you.
So I didn't even.
I will tell. So it's kind of hard to hear because
I gotta check and see when I don't bring it up. Can the people hear it out there? So this was the question that was asked to Cardi B, and her response was, "Good luck."
Because there's a lot of background noise. However, the reporter is asking Cardi about her advice for Stefan, or, you know, what word she want to give him before the Super Bowl. And this was her response.
For Stefan, before the game, one inspired message.
Good luck. So at that point, you know, we pretty much knew that the inevitable has happened. Now, I'm going to break all this down. I will link my previous video that I did about this in the description. I'm not going to repeat too much.
I believe it's 500 subs and 4,000 watch hours. It's more about the watch hours than it is the subs. It's more about the watch hours than it is the subs. Yeah, but 500 subs, 4,000 watch hours. And you get partially monetized. You get completely monetized at 1,000 subs, though. Let me see, 500 subs and 4,000 watch hours, 500 subs. And 500 subs, 3 valid public uploads, 3,000 valid public watch hours. So 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, 5 and 3. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom. Let me see, get back over here. So you're at 6.
Much of you know, what we discussed there, I want to kind of expound on. So
see, she's marketing. I don't know what all she said. She's talking about other places. So maybe she's talking about Patreon or who knows, IG, or who knows. So a small clip, say something about it, then market the other places. And this is what you got to do. You got to have multiple things. Oh, yeah, there it is on the bottom. Feminine and Womanhood, Patreon.com, Six the Goddess. There you go.
So now what? Like, what happens after you thought you was bigger than the program? Okay. Now, I will tell any woman, okay, as an OG, rappers, athletes are out of the picture, okay? And I'm going to explain the psychology as to why. I had a girl in my last video, or maybe 2 videos ago, leave a comment saying, well, there's plenty of athletes and rappers that have had long marriages and faithful. And when she went to naming some of the people, I said, listen, baby, when you're on the inside of certain circles and you got access to certain information, sweetie, these men, not a single one of them, and that rapper athlete, not a single one is faithful, not one. And we're going to explain why, though. There is literally a psychology behind it. I'm going to explain it. So I tell any woman, the whole rapper athlete thing, it's not what it's cracked up to be. Majority of their women are miserable. Majority of their women don't even get to enjoy their lives. And I'm going to break down why. Do not have a heart attack. It all is going to make sense in a second. So this is my thing. I'm very sensitive when it comes to children and broken homes. Okay. It is my belief that we just have to do better with being mature and being adults and doing what's best for the kids. Okay. Your childhood is the most important part in your life. It shapes the person you'll be. It shapes what you want. It shapes the way you develop your character. It shapes relationships. There is so much. And as adults, it is our job to give children a good childhood. Let them be kids. Let them have fun. Okay. Now.
Yeah, that's limited. I don't think so. Good morning, Joy. But then again, I don't know. I don't think you really have to be today, but I don't know.
A lot of women do not like the things I have to say. A lot of women call me a pick-me, male identified, male centered, whatever you want to call it. A lot of women accuse me of convincing other women not to want the best for themselves or not to go for the stars. Okay. And what I realized that women do is something very similar to what men do when it comes to like fantasy football or online sports betting. Okay. Men like to act like they're the owner of a team and build their team and trade. It's fun, even though it's not real. Okay. Even though it doesn't translate into real life, they enjoy these online groups and platforms where they can act like they're in the game and act like they're part of it. I have realized that the whole like get the bag, like go get these men's money content between women online is the same exact thing. It's a bunch of women literally lying about money. Do y'all remember the girl I did a video on a few months ago, Rose? The girl Rose that does the interracial content with that big Neanderthal. And when she got mad at him and decided to put all their business online, she confessed that she was paying for their whole life.
So a little dark-skinned lady with the yeah. I haven't heard about them in almost a year now.
Okay. Do y'all know that she waited a few months to go by thinking everybody forgot? And do y'all know that she is right back at it online on some couldn't be me girl with them broke black men. I'm so glad I'm over here with my white man and his white daddy who do so much for me. And I'm like, wow, this is serious mental illness here, because you do understand that you literally spilled the beans. And this is very common. Ooh.
Yeah, online. Just get back to work. Get back to work. That's all. Good morning, Deborah Leonelli. Yeah.
This is more common than y'all think, of women lying and covering for their husbands to make it seem as though they're living some type of luxurious life that they're not living. The reality is the economy bad. We are experiencing the highest rates of inflation in the shortest amount of time that we've ever seen in history. We are in truly unprecedented times. The average man is not coming and seeing you and saying, oh my God, my life will never be the same now that I put my eyes on you. My God, here's my whole wallet. That's just not how it's going to go. And men tend to spend money on a woman based upon
why. Why? And that's the thing. It's the word salads. Shout out to her. We always get back around to men spending money. If the majority of men are just above the poverty line, they don't have no money. They say 20 to 15% all the time because those people have a modest life. We were looking at Clifton Powell earlier. He talked about his finances. That person can spend some money on you. Most people are not that person. He's not rich. He just makes a healthy salary consistently. And right now, a lot of people are just, I don't know, being roommates and a little some of everything. And it makes sense. That's why the multi-generational home used to work out so well, because you got, and then when it don't work out well, that don't make no sense to me. If you got 8 people living in the house, why can't the bills be paid? Because you're not paying all of them. You're paying a portion of something, divided up some kind of way. But people can't live together. It's a whole lot to it. But yeah, ain't nobody got no money. And then people be like, well, I don't know why you on here for some money. Yes, dear. Let me hit this button. Y'all done heard it before. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, and the moolah, baby. I need it. All of us doing it. Shout out to the shout outs. Like, I seen somebody do their house up like this at thrift stores and a little something everywhere. They got the, I don't know if hers is this, but I've seen people with this whole setup. It look good when you go there. It smells good when you go in there. But then when you get involved in their life, now a lot of people I know, this, if it's not thrift, it's Walmart. Some people do the Target thing. But yeah, these people would be at the dollar store doing whole parties with the dollar store, tinsel and whatever. You got to do what you got to do. Stretch the little bit that you got.
How much money he makes her.
I was looking at DDG, brother Doug. I think his name is Doug. Made a whole, I guess he was calling it a seafood boil with all the dollar store stuff.
Makes him look like he has. The average woman is just that. The average woman. You may not even really look twice at her on the street, even if she's pretty or cute. You know, the average woman walking down the sidewalk is not making your jaw drop and making you stop and, oh my God, that is not the average girl. And the average guy does not have so much money that's like, oh my God, he's balling out of control. So I'm not about to, as an OG, sit and sell women into fantasy football of these lies and this fake world about money and women and men. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. I did a video a few years ago about when Ryan from Hardly Initiated went viral for saying like, oh, you know, if you're a woman and you have a certain career and certain things, like, you know, you're disqualified because, and I said, I could easily see how people can hear what he said and misconstrue it. I said, but however, what I'm saying is, as a woman doing something like buying a house, like a $500,000 investment by yourself, isn't wise. It's best to leave space for something in a marriage or relationship. This is not to say that you don't need to have a nice place to stay. But what I said is, you know, a part of marriage is building wealth. And if you haven't bought a home yet, you and your husband may need to work together for, you know, first-time home buyers program. It adds to your value if you're about to go into a marriage or relationship and you can, you know, contribute to y'all getting wealth and property and real estate. Why?
Okay, I agree with that. But I hear that the least. This is one I hear that don't make sense to me. So I'm living in the house right now. Y'all see the lights and stuff is on right now. So if you come into this is here. So it's how do you add value to this? Not the other way around. I'm gonna pay for everything here and pay for everything there to show you what? That you got resources to take care of me. Unless you're a child, I don't know why somebody would be doing that. Me personally. The majority of people is what she just said. If you don't want that, then you want to be alone.
Not save it to build with your family. This is just, you know, realistic. Okay. The average girl, yeah, she got to work. The average girl, yeah, she'll have to contribute to some bills. Okay. This is just the way the world is. You know, you got to be an adult and adjust to where we are. So a lot of people feel upset because they feel as though I should be.
I just don't like the word adjust. It's not an adjustment. It is what it is. It's not an adjustment. The majority of people you're going to deal with, y'all going to have to work together. The majority of people. all the unrealistic fantasies of something. Anita Baker sang about that forever ago, called Fairy Tales.
Teaching some type of hypergamy content. And that's why I came up with this theory that these women just do this like fantasy world about men with money, because I feel as though women who chase after men with certain money and status have never really been with a man with certain money and status. Because when you do, you will understand it's not all it's cracked up to be. Okay. Now,
yeah, it's gonna be hardcore. And the men is on here telling you that. If you ever watch, just watch most of it. They'll tell you. Let's do Paul Pierce, Cam Newton. They'll all tell you. And they have money. You gonna work for that money. What Donna Summer said? She work hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. And then if you trying to keep up with the luxury life, you spending too much of it. Like a lot of these folks you be seeing out here all dressed up and stuff, they boosting. They know how to put an outfit together.
Now, when you have women like Cardi, it is a very big deal to sit there and say you're going to leave your husband of years and the husband you have 3 children with, one of which was an infant. Okay. Here's why else women don't like me. Come and give you another hard truth. Okay. If you have not even married or had children with a man yet, and he's already cheating, he's already leaving you at home crying, he's already running around, you already see that he has many connections to women. My opinion is you decide to still marry him, and then to take it further to have children, and then to take it further to have 3 children. You cannot then turn around 5 years and 3 kids later and say, never mind, I can't handle this. A lot of women don't go into marriage and children understanding the concept of sustainability. You get caught up in a season, you get caught up in your own wants, you get caught up in lust. Even worse, a lot of y'all get caught.
Okay. So now let me see. It's 6 and Danica Marie together. Okay, so I understand why they're saying that you male identified. They don't want you saying this. This means they got to do something. They sure don't want to hear this. But you don't this and you don't that, and nor do you. This makes perfectly good sense to me. I suppose we're talking about are women that shallow. I don't know why we would make a blanket indictment and say, are women that shallow? But most of the ones we hear on here are talking about some dude with some money. I don't know where he at.
Up trying to prove points to other people and other women, and you lock in and you make these very permanent decisions with a man based off of a temporary emotion or temporary season in your life. And you don't think about, can I deal with this for the next 18 years? So all the cheating and run around, it's you arguing.
What about a lifetime? So it's just a temporary thing until the kids get grown? Oh, she kept the picture up. Let's see.
then they'll feel like, oh, well, yeah, she got money, but she don't want to be with me because she got money, so she don't want to be with a man that got money too. It don't matter what you do, you are up with them. And it takes a very disconnected woman to be with them long term. She got to be just as much of a dog and savage as him. Like, I don't care if you believe I love you. I don't believe you love me either. It has to be that type of dynamic. Okay. And oftentimes those dynamics, they really live two separate lives. She got her own life. He got her own life. That is no way to live. Okay. So I don't push women into certain things before I disclose everything that comes with it. Okay. Now, what is the situation with Cardi? Now you see how Stefan, I'm going to show y'all some clips in a second of how Stefan is acting extremely disrespectfully. Okay. Why do they do that? This is where the stereotype of men with money being abusive come from. Where it comes.
Access and opportunity. Access and opportunity, and sometimes their girlfriends be trophies to get other girlfriends. That's what it looked like to me.
From is they truly feel as though their actions are not really hurting you, once again, because deep down inside, they believe you're there for the money and lifestyle. So number one, they're not as careful with their actions because they don't really believe you're really tuned in and tapped in with them. Okay. And number two, it's a subconscious punishment. Okay. Imagine being with someone where anytime you are needing to, have a concern or an issue, their response is pretty much like, what you complaining about? Look how good you're living. Okay. So pretty much any type of gripe or issue that you have, they literally brush it off because they resent the fact that you live so well on their dime and you better shut up and deal with it. And that's going to be the exchange. Because I know you aren't really just happy to be here for the lifestyle anyway. And that's how they treat you. They rarely.
But is it true? Is it true if you're running around here telling all the other dudes, well, you ain't got nothing to send me, and he got something to send you, and he telling you, oh, since I got something to send you, you better be happy. You better be happy with what you got.
Ever take your concern seriously. Okay. They feel as though they've gotten to where they've gotten. You can't tell them nothing. I know what I'm talking about. I don't need no woman tell me. That's how most of them think. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. So when I'm seeing Cardi put this man up here like this, especially in her situation and everything, I'm like, girl, I hope you don't think you about to get that man to act right. It needs to be studied how each and every single one of y'all think y'all coochie is so good and think you are so much prettier than the next girl that you're going to be the one to get this man to act with some type of respect. Okay. That ain't.
It's a lot of women out here that's been working out, got their makeup program together, got them some hair. And I don't know how many YouTube channels of women cooking with their behind out, exercising with their behind out. I mean, it's flooded. I hope the Patreons is packed and everything else, because it's flooded. I be looking for shows and it'd be like, and that's just the amount of women. That's a lot of surgery.
We don't have that power over other people like that. You see a man that act right, it's because that's the type of man he is. You see a woman act right, it means that's how she was. Her man don't make her act right. A woman don't make a man act right. That's insane. Okay. And again, how do we know? Because God don't do that. God does not influence us like that. Okay. So I'm about to pull up what transpired at the Super Bowl. Okay. My God. This is insane. So let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all. 1 second. Okay, now the glasses are going on. And when the glasses go on, I mean business. Okay, so we're about to look at what happened at the Super Bowl. And the thing about getting involved with men that have no program is it leads to constant stress. Now, in that
The baby mama of the firstborn son at the Super Bowl.
Previous clip I showed you with Cardi saying good luck. I was going to show y'all the clip, but it's kind of far away, so you can't see it unless you're directly looking at it on a screen. But she was at a Super Bowl party. I think it was Travis Scott was there, Quavo was there, and they were getting ready to take a shot, and she took the shot glass, and she was shaking like this. I'm talking about she was shaking like there was no tomorrow. And I said, see, that's what I be talking about. The hijacking of your nervous system when you get with men that have no program. What do I mean by that? You'll hear a lot of women say, oh, the men I like are already married.
I think the program is when you don't have to guess. And then I have heard women say the guys they like are already married because they don't want to have to deal with him all day anyway. Long as he get what we just got through seeing was that SZA and Rich the Kid. That was her whole conversation. Just send me my money.
What they mean is they like a man with a program. And a man with a program is almost always married or seriously coupled. Why? Why is that? Why is that a thing? Men with a strict program have to have a committed woman because men with strict programs require rules, boundaries, and parameters. And they know that you cannot do that with a bitch that's not yours. Okay, so a man's program must include a wife, must include a woman that he is committed to because he does not have a bunch of loose ends. Okay, I did a video about this years ago and I said, for a man, every woman you bed is now someone who can ruin your life. And they beat their chest and their ego. Can't no woman bring me down. What are you talking about? Okay.
Both parties can. Both parties can bring you down. Like he got Cardi shaking like a tail feather. It could be the other way around. It's unfortunate we do it to each other, but yeah, we do it to each other. I got my money right. I don't care what that chick talking about. They asked Clifton Powell earlier about divorcing and how unfair it is. He said, no, I already got the money together. She got this amount of money. And he said, did you think it's fair? He said, no, it's already calculated. It's not a fairness thing. It's just what the laws are. So that's how some people got it. They got it already calculated.
Every single woman a man beds is now risk for disease, children, stalking, harassment, bribery, extortion, smearing your name. So men with strict programs do not have situationships for years. So I tell the ladies, when you meet a man in his 30s into his 40s, and he has spent decades spending money, time, giving his body, traveling, pillow talking with multiple women, none of which were his. Because some men with no program, like Stefan, can be so delusional as to think that you have all these women, that you have all these situationships with. And each one of these women, I can guarantee you that each one of them thinks that their bond with him is more serious than the next girl. Each one of these girls will think, oh no, the rest of them, they don't have what we have. That's
so they doing each other in. Hey Reese, so they doing each other in. All the women is thinking they got the best box and the best bods. And the dudes think they got all the money. Why they like, I think that was SZA and Rich the Kid where she was talking about, just send me my money. And I'm listening to all these people talk. Whatever their thing was that was getting them all the money, that thing ain't getting them all the money no more. And they didn't plan. So if they got a bunch of situationships, that's where a lot of the money went. Bless their hearts.
Would be so interesting about these type of men like Stefan. How do we know Stefan is a man with no program? Because some of y'all think that just because a man has money that he got a program. That is not true, especially if he's an athlete. Okay. Stefan had 4 kids at one time that are all the same age. Men with programs rarely have to hurt people. Men with programs rarely have to apologize, because a man with a program, his number one trait is always looking into the future. Men with programs, every single step they take is calculated. And they never do anything only for the betterment of themselves. It's always for the unit. He thinks ahead of things that you as a woman, you're over here like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, baby, he done already had the plan. He done already had the plan, baby. Oh, that's why we love a man with a strict program. So if you have 4 kids that are all the same age, you're automatically a deadbeat father. A man with a program would never have that on his name to be a deadbeat. So if you have 4 kids at one time and you lack the level of foresight to be able to say with all these children, it's quite literally impossible for me to be a father, I already know you ain't got no program. Men with programs are not I'm sorry ass niggas. They don't hurt people. They think about everything. They're rarely taken by surprise. They are almost calculated every single time it needs to be studied.
I think that right there could go into the conversation that was going on this week. If them programs were studied, it wouldn't have been that clash. And then the first one who surrendered, that was pretty smart. Don't keep going. Get back to whatever it is that you do. That's what this lady she was talking about earlier did, the little dark-skinned lady with the white husband.
Stefan has gone years with these casual relationships. Okay. So a man with strict programs, again, they respect it. Okay. They'll never have all these women that they have kids with and sold dreams to and built memories with. They don't waste women's time. They don't do any of that. Okay. And if for some reason a man has a program and he does have other women outside his commitment, it is airtight and you'll never know about it. And they're ready to cut them women off at the drop of a dime. They're not emotionally attached to any woman but theirs. Why? Again, control is very important for them, not in a negative way, not in a harmful way, but just in a program way. They're realistic. They know you're not about to have 4 or 5 women that you in love with and y'all all got a bond and kids with all of them. There is no way in God's green earth that you have real, control or authority over all those women. Men with a program know it. It'll be one. It will be one woman that will be able to truly fall under your program successfully. Now you ain't got to worry about shame and loose ends and being harassed and put on blast and making the blogs. Okay. So I would tell any woman, do not have children or try to date or marry no man who has gone decades with disrespecting himself like that, who has gone decades wasting time, seeing where it goes, not committing. Because now, according to the program, he has wasted so many women's time. He has dipped into so many women's wombs, created so much confusion and brokenness with this trail of non-commitment behind him, that even if you do marry him and get with him, he got too much karmic debt now. He got too much. I'm going to make this bigger so you all can take a look. I'm going to mute this video because it got music in it. So apparently, real quick. So apparently this woman right here, I want to touch on this real quick too. So apparently this woman right here is Stefan Diggs' best friend.
And anyway, Offset's ex.
And apparently she used to also date Offset.
So they sharing the men's.
So now we're seeing Offset and Stefan sharing mutual women in more than one case. This gives me Diddy vibes. Let me also say this part about men with no program. You will be surprised how many times men with no program battle with their sexuality. And that's low-key why they can't just pick a woman and commit, because they're fighting demons. This is giving me Diddy vibes, where every man that Diddy wanted to sleep with, he would go for his bitch. Because he was dick chasing through other women's. So when I see men like Stefan and Offset who wear purses and high heels, number one, it reminds me of bring back toxic masculinity. Because we got to stop doing this weird thing where we let men have their cake and eat it too. There was a period of time back in my day where a man couldn't wear no purse. A man couldn't color his hair. A man.
Let him. Did she say let's? I thought you just got through talking about a man with a program that's gonna lead.
All of them, same wig, same complexion, same face, same lip filler, same outfits.
Yes, that's the thing about them. And if even if they aren't the same complexion, whatever else, they're close to it. It's like the same look. Oh my goodness. Now who it dish?
Need to be studied. Each one of them getting ready, putting their wig on to be proven that they're better than the rest. Okay. So now here goes. We also got to talk about how women will weaponize birth order of their children against each other. So now, you know, you're not thinking about that part. Being with a man with all these baby mamas, he has to speak with them. He has to interact with them. So now it's a Super Bowl.
So let me see. Never Stop Shari. Buttercream Dream. Yes, they in the house. Stefan Diggs. But none of them were on stage with Bad Bunny. He brought bad energy and loss.
Channel, I don't know, but they got a good breakdown of everything that happens. So I'm gonna let this play to kind of explain, you know, the instances.
On Diggs on Super Bowl. Now, if you're not caught up with the tea, you can watch my last video. But basically, Cardi B and Stefan Diggs broke up the night of the Super Bowl. She didn't even stay for the entire game. She ended up leaving right after halftime. And this has had the internet in a frenzy for days. Everyone has been trying to put together a reason as to why these two called it quits. Well, it looks like we might have our answer now. Y'all remember in my last video, there was speculation that the reason that Cardi B dumped Stefan Diggs is because of his best friend Pre. Now, Pre was Cardi B's soon-to-be ex-husband's Offset side piece, and she wasn't just any side piece, y'all. She was allegedly his girlfriend / mistress. Not only that, she ended up getting pregnant by Offset. So, as you can imagine, it's probably a lot of beef between these two.
Okay,
so they look alike. Yee. And now we're repeating the clips. Yeah, you gotta be in the Patreon. Now, who is here?
He has a baby on the way. The girlfriend is upset. She makes a post on social media about it. And Michael's response to having an entire baby on this girl, please clock it, is don't bite the hand that feeds you. AKA, remember the lifestyle you're living. Goes back right into what I was just saying about why they are not ideal to be with. Number one, because it's 2026. Women can make their own money. All them days of going through all this for a bag, child, please, I'm gonna make my own. That's number one. And number two, it goes back into any valid concern you have in their mind should not be valid because look at the lifestyle they provide you. Even when she is expressing an issue with you having an entire baby on her, an entire human life, somehow your response is don't bite the hand that feeds you, aka I pay your rent. They truly think that because they pay the bill, which they present doing, by the way, that now you should never have a gripe or issue. Okay, I'm gonna take it back off here and I'm gonna play the rest of this. So now they are about to get into the conversation about the other baby. Now, listen closely.
You, because you don't feed me. I was disappointed in you when you lashed out at me in front of the whole world on social media. When you said that was really harsh.
When I saw that post on social media, I mean, every blog picked it up. My fans was attacking me as if I'm some deadbeat.
How did that turn into you being a deadbeat dad? That was like
the post said, I'm doing this all by myself.
Well, I mean, what do you think? Like, we moved to Miami.
Now, notice the other thing about dealing with a narcissist. Once again, resolve is never the goal. Their goal is to protect themselves. A narcissistic man turns into an 8-year-old boy whenever he's faced with something bad that he's done. So you're talking to him, trying to talk about the issue at hand, talk about his actions. Their only goal is to convince themselves that they're not bad. And this is why you never get anywhere with a narcissist. She's addressing the issue. You have had a baby on me. His issue is, well, don't make me look like a deadbeat dad. I'm not a deadbeat dad. So y'all are fighting two different battles there. She's trying to get some type of accountability, some type of remorse from him, some type of acknowledgement for the issue. His only concern is, I'm not that bad. It's people work.
I think we're going to leave it alone right there. And then we're going to go to wait a minute. I'll check that later on. Going here now. We're moving over. Make this larger. Bring it up. And build it up and build it up.
He's saying there's no money in Hollywood. We want to expand on that.
So when we're learning, so when all this shit about 50 Cent, this is the boat. Like, you open.
Jesus.
This is how. See, they say this, and somebody told me it's called clip farming, right?
And we know I'm familiar with that.
I'm gonna build a studio. Studios don't make movies. Who makes movies? Filmmakers. Tyler Perry needs to build a studio. Because he's a filmmaker. But isn't 50 Cent a filmmaker? What are they?
BMF.
Powers, the BMF. Someone owns that.
I mean, but if
I put it in my studio, don't I get paid?
No,
so you get paid for renting. Like you rent. Okay, so I'm letting that money go. If I don't have the location, then I'm letting the money go. So if I'm 50 Cent, don't I want to keep all my money?
He had TV shows on ABC, Stars.
He had him where?
On ABC.
He was a producer on them.
Okay.
Shonda Rhimes is a producer.
Okay.
She's a producer, filmmaker, and writer. Okay. She owns Issa Rae.
Mm-hmm.
They're filmmakers.
Okay.
Tyler Perry is, no matter what you say, he's a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
He's a factory. You don't need a factory if you got one movie, one TV show. You need distribution, nigga.
He got multiple TV shows.
No, he don't.
Yeah.
He's on Stars.
Yes. What happened?
Don't he got a crime? He got some crime shit he do too.
Yeah,
He
a
got
bunch
some
of
other
TV
crime. He's
shows.
on Stars.
What Stars is a bad thing?
It's under BET. It's cable. It's like it's nothing. Like he says nothing. But they making plenty of money.
No,
They're
they
making
not.
stars. They're fuck. Okay, look. It's HBO.
Yeah, what?
Explain. Say it again. You know what's bigger than Stars? Tubi. Tubi bigger than Stars right now. Tubi smart because they say you guys can make a movie and put it on here and you can show your family. Look, Mom, I did a movie. I'm just like 50 Cent. I did a movie. I'm on Tubi. That's good, baby. Here's $1,300. But they getting the viewership stack. It's almost Tubi is YouTube on
for movies.
Yes. And for broadcast.
Tubi, YouTube.
Yeah. Tubi. So it's brilliant. They're going to surpass because
Now, see, they didn't like when Faison did this, but they like when Cat do it. They used to say Faison was the biggest hater, but they like when Cat do it. Huh? What's up, Shiesty Bomb?
they still have ads. Ads is what make the money. Coca-Cola started television. Tide started television.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's where that's why there's no more money in television. I mean, Cedric's television show is making money because it's on ABC, and he's getting real ads. We talking about $100,000 an episode. I mean, at the height of television, Friends was making $1 million per episode. Do you know what $1 million residual check? Over 26. See, now they don't even do full orders. They do an order of 10.
Mm-hmm.
What's the full order? Like 26? 26.
26,
Half a year,
yeah.
right? 26. Then you take a hiatus and do another 26.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry changed the game because he can do 26 shows in a week. Wrap it up, boom. Give me my money. And he's getting the ad. That's a filmmaker. He needs a studio to facilitate his shit.
His writing, his
writing, his
because he
vision.
might produce this. I'm writing this. I'm acting in this. So I got five movies going on just this month.
Then Marvel might say, "Hey man, we need to have your studio. We're gonna give you $14 million for having the studio for 2 weeks."
Easy.
But
isn't that why 50's doing it?
Nobody's giving him no money to rent a shitty movie in Freeport.
But why? If it's a dope
Because
location?
they would have did it themselves. They the one that started Atlanta.
So maybe he think he's gonna start Shreveport.
He's not a filmmaker. What if I told you I'm starting a music business in Flint, Michigan? I bought a studio. I'm like, you fucking tripping. I'm like, you fucking tripping.
I bought a studio.
I'm gonna be like, Faison and lost his fucking mind. You could have just sold me that money, nigga. So why you wasting it? You can just give me the money. Everyone, I started.
So that's what it is. It's distribution and advertisement. Even here, it's distribution and advertisement. And why is it distribution? So get out. And why is it advertisement? Because advertisement is going to give you, it's like AdSense. AdSense is not on here unless you have a million subscribers. So you got a old bunker in Shreveport, but 50 going to get somebody come there and pay. I don't know what Faison is talking about. Faison talk crazy like this about Country Wayne. I don't know how Country Wayne make his money. but he making it. I looked at some of them skits. I'm like, wow, this is making money. Get some nice outfits. Get your camera. Start IRLing you some movies. Like Big Ja. It's a bunch of them. Let me see something. Not IG, YouTube. And history. Let me see. Phase on. 500 Diddy. Hot and spicy. Opposing views. Blueface, Skin Bone, Natalie Nunn. We are looking for there go G Perico. Patterns. Okay. Let me see. So we're gonna leave.
In the film industry, a music industry in Flint, Michigan. Here's my studio. We're gonna put out records. Like what, nigga? What? You get a dinner at your house? Nigga, so dumb. Nigga, so dumb. It has to be.
No,
Faison.
the ones that are lucrative, you don't know.
Faison, I just don't see him wait so. All right,
Let me tell you this.
All right,
I worked with him for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That nigga's cheap.
I don't see him wasting no money.
He's not in the business of wasting money.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
But I see what he's doing.
But what's the play?
He's building up to sell it.
It's just talking. Just like,
clip farming, like.
Yes. It's like, so we talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Just like the Diddy film. Do you think he made money on that?
Yeah.
No. Where from where? You have to sell this shit.
It's all to Netflix.
For what, $5 million?
Sound like a lot of money to me, Faison.
Nigga, Dave Chappelle gets $40 million for an hour stand-up. So how the fuck is Diddy
a 5-6-part series get $5
million? But we don't know if he got $5 million. We don't know what he got.
He got $5 million and he didn't. And somebody brought it to him, and that's free money.
See, come on, you thinking like the corner boy now. Yo, I only put in. I read up.
Well, yeah, that's called consignment, and consignment works. So you can say that. That's why Clifton Powell was up here earlier talking about how he typically gets $10,000 a day, works on a movie set for maybe a week or two, and he'll work with his friends who brought him in the game, and that stuff adds up over time. I don't think 50 Cent is just throwing money away. And that's why I said, you said that about Country Wayne. How he make money? Advertisement. How was what's your name making money at first? Selling CDs and DVDs, direct to consumer. So what can he use that thing in Shreveport for? Events, all kind of stuff. Even though a lot of people is getting rid of that kind of stuff, yeah. I don't think he's just doing it for the fun of it. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna leave Faison alone. But yeah, whenever Faison does it, they call him a hater. When Cat does it, they go, wow. Let me see. Let's get Faison up out of here. We want to move. Like me, I got to sell some damn music and pictures and blah, blah, blah. Especially now that the damn, we start from scratch. People pay with their feet and their wallet. Let me see. Yeah. Now we got a panel of people talking about it. Let me see. Shaw. That man got 109,000 subs, 3,768 views, 186 likes. And I think this is on every day, right? It's got to be beneficial somehow. Let me see. Let's bring him up. All these strange relationships really get me down. So different clips.
Like to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign. Like the last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but.
So y'all thought Cardi B was gonna say this. Did y'all not see her facial expression? Did y'all not see her eyes? That little smirk? She already knew they was finna lose. Her ancestors don't play about her. And that's why I always tell people, be careful who you play with. Because a woman that prays over you, literally, and that protects you in spiritual ways, if you do bad by that woman, you may not feel it right away. But ooh, you gonna feel it. Everything in your life gonna start.
Y'all putting spells on people. Or saying that. Let me see. 35S. We're looking for 35S. 35S. Let me see that. 35S. I don't see it. Let's go ahead and put it here. That's the same one. We want 35S. Let's see. Are we up? We are.
Going left. And initially it might look like everything's going right. And just give it a minute.
And if I was Cardi, I'd be mad too. So yesterday, Cardi B unfollowed Stefan Diggs. He unfollowed her. And they got a lot going on right now. Now, Cardi left during halftime because of this woman right here. Now, if you don't know who this is, she's been on the blogs plenty of times because...
So she looked different right there. But Six was right. Y'all all got the hair split in the middle. Y'all all... It's a lot of looking alikes.
This is one of Offset's mistresses. That's who that is. And she's also King Von, I Am Kayla B, best friend. Now look, it's like she know what she doing. This is the stuff she was posting on her story. And if I'd be mad because it's just like, where's the loyalty?
Did was he bought a ticket that was separate and not in the same space as all of the family and everyone else, so that there was no confusion about what was going on. But as soon as she sat down, she posted a picture of her and his son at the Super Bowl, and the blogs got a hold of it and ran with it, which is what Cardi B was trying to avoid. Now, this is all allegedly, of course, but I could see how that would cause really bad tension in two public figures' relationships when they're trying to keep everything copacetic, especially as they're co-parenting with their other kids having different parents.
He expressed to her he would like his
child to come to the game. Right? Says that the child is coming to the game with his mother. Cool. Cardi says cool. Allegedly. All allegedly. All allegedly.
And they'll ask me, is this what y'all covering? This is what everybody is covering. And now we're about to get a breakdown from 8 people. As Stanley would call them, scholars.
This is one of those prime examples of how people confuse success with value. Like, she's very successful. She makes a lot of money, but her music doesn't really have value to me. The things she say doesn't really have value to me. The way she even became famous is like a big joke. I think she's like the epitome of an era of talentless people who are personalities, and they try to convert them into things like, oh, you can act, or you can sing, or you can rap, but this woman doesn't have any talent. You know what I'm saying? She was a ratchet from the Bronx. You know what I mean? She was a gangbanger. She came up hard, and her antics led her to get notoriety. And since we're in the era of music doesn't really have to have any value, it's more about who you are in the street or who your persona is, and then they'll figure out the talent later. She just fit into that box. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for her to go from a man who was so-called cheating on her to somebody who literally looked like his a before and after picture, like you didn't do anything. You just went from offset to set off. Like, what did you do? And then what's funny to me is though how not all women, but the ones that defend her, it's like, what are they to defend? You know what I'm saying? These are one of the moments where I think a lot of women should just sit this one out. Like, I'm not about to get on here and cape for Future and 400 kids or anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, everything doesn't have to be defended because it's a female. You could just say she's out of control. You could just say she.
But that's what folks be doing. Hey man, when the response is, I can afford them. And then the person that say I can afford them go, there's a whole lot of kids because the money is getting lower and the reality is setting in. And I don't think none of these kids is grown. So yeah, that's but let's listen.
She out of her mind because she can just sit down. Like, this is somebody's mom. You know what I mean? This is someone's mother. She's out here parading with another man who got kids. It's like, what happened to the mother side? Like, you are somebody's mother. So I just think the way she moves is just a big joke. So I'm not surprised at all.
Are there any opinions from the ladies about that? Do y'all agree with Elo or no? We start with you, Mommy Loves. You froze too, Mommy Loves, or no?
I don't think she can hear us.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She can't hear us. All right. Pretty, go ahead.
Yeah, to just piggyback off of what Illa said, I don't trust no man with those tiny braids. I just think that, it's clear that this was just destined for failure from the beginning. I don't really look at celebrity relations. I know very little about this situation. I just looked up Stefan Diggs and I was like, ooh, small braids. So because of the fact that, like, I think it's really interesting.
And I think people think I know about this. I know who Cardi B is. I heard she was messing with somebody named Stefan Diggs. I don't know when that began. I heard she left Offset, but I don't be, ooh, what's going on there until y'all see it here. And I talk about it here. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with a lot of these celebrities. You name them until it becomes a topic here. So like people say, well, you don't like this. It's not a dislike thing. It's not a dislike thing. It's just, okay, I heard what this is. Okay. I don't even think Cardi B make music. I don't even know what Cardi B does now. Cause I don't know what she does. She just still known. I don't know what Offset does. Does he still make music? I don't know what most of these people do. I don't see Faison doing stand-up no more. What does Faison do? Go on podcasts? I don't know.
that we're even looking at celebrity relationships as if they're authentic, as if it's something that we should be like goaling for. We don't understand what's happening in these dynamics. We don't understand what their publicists are doing, saying. Sometimes these breakups are timed with album releases. Like it, I mean, it's all types of stuff, right? So I do think it's interesting though that it's like you're only focusing on the woman and not the man. Like it was like light touches on, why would you mess with a guy like that? But then you go in on
Let me see. So you say she's on tour. Now let's talk about tours. I don't know about how tours work either. I hear about like Coachella and that kind of thing. It's 90 people on the tour. How do they make money? I'll be looking at stuff. It'd be 90 people there. Old acts, new acts, advertisers, I guess. Who said that? Oh no, Chaser. Oh, okay. But singing what? Singing Bodak Yellow?
class, she's this, she's ratchet, she's hood. He is everything she is. Everything you said about her, he's exactly that in the male version, right? So, except a little bit worse, right? Because he got like 3 baby mamas and he has 1 baby father and was married. So, I think that it's, you know, I don't know. I have a hard time having a strong opinion because I just don't think that we should ever, as regular people, be looking at celebrities for any kind of guidance whatsoever.
Yeah, can I respond to that?
Good.
Cool. First of all, you
Wait,
just
before you go, let me stop this.
signal. You say you don't know much about it, but you.
So here's my thing. If this is about to happen, because I don't know if it is, because I understand what she said. They both the same thing, just a male version and a female version. But what I tend to hear on here is that, but the mother is more responsible for the person she allows to enter her body. Let's see if that's what this is about to be. Because they know about Future, they know about Nick Cannon, they know about Cam Newton, and they'll be the whatever baby mom, whatever number. Because some ladies have said they favorite dudes is married dudes. That's what Six just said moments ago.
Signaled him out and said all these things about him that's negative, but that's cool. But they're not the same. Cardi B is on record saying that she's drugged men. She's on record saying that she's set men up to be either robbed or sexually assaulted. These are her words, it's not mine. Yeah, he's promiscuous, you know what I mean? But obviously that wasn't a deal breaker for her because it's the man she chose. So it's obvious his transgressions, but she chose him. But as far as her, she's a gang member, not to knock gangs, but this is someone who was literally a criminal, who was a stripper, and who admitted to set men up. So I don't think they're really the same, but if you want to make them the same, that's cool. But it's not really a man and woman issue. Most women didn't even know who Stefon Diggs was until Cardi B started dating him. So obviously she's the star, but it's obvious what type of guy he is. I mean, he's an athlete who has a lot of money, but she chose him. This is the guy she chose after being cheated on. So I'm really trying to understand her logic is, to me, is what seems to be in question. Those other men been doing what they doing. Stefon Diggs has gotten women pregnant since he's been with her. So the issue is her decision making. These men been who they were, but she's a criminal. And like I said, she's on record saying that she drugged men. So to say that they're just as bad, I think that's a stretch. But to each his own, you know.
But if you want to respond real quick, if not, then we'll go to Bo.
Bo, I might let you have this one.
When I tell you I don't want to have that one at all whatsoever, because Jesus. Now, what I will say is, and forgive me, this is going to be a tad bit out of character for me. I think that My bad. I think that it's her fault. I think that women need to stop letting men who are only offering you dick and bubblegum to go on about their way. If your goal is to be in a serious relationship, if you think that you are a relationship type, I think that any man that approaches you that don't have nothing but a stick and balls, you need to send them on their way. I think that if you deal with them, you get what you get. But because if I'm being honest, like you could read some men from a mile away, and men with fame and a lot of resources are usually them fuck niggas. And I encourage women to lead them at the curb. But I will say, in this case, I think it's like I said.
So I listen to these panels, and it all sounds like bad, 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 bad. So if the athlete with the money is a F boy, what's the alternative? I agree more with Pretty Intellectual. I wouldn't say that he's just as bad, because I have heard everything that Illa said, and I heard her say it on different interviews, and that was forever ago. Yeah, that was forever ago. But yeah, I don't know what but to see, that's the thing. I haven't heard of him until now.
Before, it's both of their fault. Like when I was talking about her and Offset, talking about her and him, it's both of their fault, because you knew what you was getting into. Both of y'all knew each other because you've seen past relationships, you've seen what they've been doing. It's easy to predict in this situation. So I just feel like it's both of their fault.
Okay.
The thing is that, like, I don't disagree, right? Like, but the thing is, when Illa said they're not the same, they quite literally are. They're two irresponsible people who did very irresponsible things. Like, I don't understand what the fundamental difference is. I mean, you're saying that you expected a criminal to make a good decision about a partner. What? You just said she's a criminal, and then you expect her to make a good decision about a partner. They're the same. Like, I don't like, these are, we're sitting here, yes, because they have a couple dollar signs, but in my opinion, I don't really see any of these people as people I consider role models. I don't follow them. So, like, that's why I'm saying when I said they're the same, they just truly are.
Okay, what you originally said was that I focused on her being not a quality person. So based on that criteria, there is a difference. Now, we can say he's morally wrong, or he's promiscuous, or he's immature. He's emotionally immature. He may be lacking in some masculine levels of accountability. I'll give you that. But to compare that to a person who is on record, who is a self-proclaimed blood, who is a former stripper, who would set men up to be robbed and raped by transsexuals, to say that they're the same when the criteria.
We gotta take it easy with the
with Transformers, to say that they're the same as far as levels of class, I think that's a stretch. But you know, if you want to make it a man and woman thing, you're free to do that. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is, compared to the two, their greatest transgression by on record by Stefan Diggs is being promiscuous, being with a lot of women because he's rich and they choose to be his child's mother. Very irresponsible, very distasteful. But I don't think that is in the same category, because we're not asking them. The criteria is not role models, so that's what you made up. I'm not looking to them to lead me anywhere. But like I said, this person has a history of trashy behavior before they became a celebrity, and I think it has just bled into their life. I don't know Stefan Diggs' past. I know he's from Maryland. He went to college. He got drafted by NFL, got some money, lost his mind, started having mad affairs with women.
That's more than I know. That's more than I know. Let me see. I have not went out here to check this. So thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, so it looked like this is everybody talking about the same thing, because I'm looking at Izzy thing. I see Cardi B. I see the Glorilla sister. Let me see what else. Let's go here.
That's the worst I know about him. But as far as Cardi B is concerned, like I said, her transgressions, her self-confessed transgressions. She even said, I heard somebody say, men only bring dick and balls to the table, whatever. And that's probably, perhaps some of them do. With a lot of money, he has that as well too. But who cares? But Cardi is on record for saying all she has is vagina. She actually has a hit song about it. It's called WAP. You know what I mean? I don't cook, I don't clean, but you know, she got that thing. So I'm just quoting the woman. You know, this is her lyrics, and this is the thing she's quoted out her mouth as far as what she's done to men. Now, I'm sure you women are I hear you guys talk a lot about how, you know, protect women and you shouldn't abuse them. So I would think that somebody who has self-proclaimed abused men and robbed them and got them assaulted by other men, I would think that that's not really equating to just being promiscuous. But if you want to equate the two, you can.
That he was supposed to monitor and make sure she was in based on the relationship that he had with Cardi B. Because she was up in a suite. She was on the side. She was on the 50-yard line. If you've been to the Super Bowl before, you understand that 50-yard line ticket experience is different than being in a suite. And then two, the fact that he went and bought another ticket for her to come to the game is probably a problem, because your girlfriend would not want you spending 25, 30 grand all willy-nilly on your baby mama who's not even supposed to be there in the first place.
And this is where the whole thing with me, it falls flat. Cardi B, that woman has been there. You literally got pregnant by a dude that had got 2 to 3 other women pregnant already while you were pregnant. This man was set to propose to you after the game. According to everybody, this man was set to propose to her. You went and acted in the ass because his baby mama was at the game with his son. That he bought a ticket. He didn't go hang out with the baby mama. He didn't go sleep with her. He didn't go take pictures with her all in the camera saying, He bought a ticket so his son could be at the game because his baby mama reneged on their deal. And he said, all in the name of my son being there, screw it. I got the bread. Because he said he wants his kids to be there. So you, because you were upset that this chick took a picture, according to the video, his baby mama took a picture, you were like, oh, well, I'm gonna treat this man any old kind of way during the game, because everybody started picking up on the signs during the game that she felt some type of way, which led to the alleged breakup. We don't even know if they actually broke up or not. I think they unfollowed each other, but we don't even know if they actually broke up or not. But all this, she's acting an ass because he bought his baby mama a ticket to the game. So to the Super Bowl, mind you. There's no guarantee you're going to the Super Bowl every year. He wanted his son to watch him play in the Super Bowl.
Okay, so I took the liberty of starting to do some research of what the demographic of Cardi B supporters are. 40% are male, 60% are female, with a high population of Afro-Latina and Latina supporters, right? So because she is Latina, which y'all conveniently love to call people black when they do something ratchet, and then they're Latina now when they're trying to vie for office, then they're trying to get in certain political positions. Now, you're not black. But when you want to insult them, then all of a sudden they're black, right? Her supporters are mixed groups. They're also very young. She also has a lot of white female supporters as well. because I don't know if you've ever heard of like the Travis Scotts and the young Black artists, but they have heavy white young supporters as well. So if we're gonna bring in an Instagram follow list, it's not an indicator of how many black women follow Cardi B, right? Y'all love to pick and choose when you acknowledge someone's blackness and when you don't. And I think you need to unpack your very low racial self-esteem that every single time you're using black as an insult, that's when you call people black. Versus when they're vying for office, they want to get into political positions, then you want to break down how black somebody is. But whenever you want to attach criminal behavior, ratchetry, according to y'all, ghetto behavior, Section 8 behavior, you know, like the ones who sell it, all of that, then you want to call everybody black. I do think that's interesting.
So she's technically what, Afro-Caribbean? Her father's what?
Her father's,
Dominican?
I just looked it up. Her father is Dominican and her mother is Trinidadian. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bo.
So that,
I don't really have a whole lot to say. Mostly just because, I mean, like to Sweeney's point, I really don't know what he did wrong. I don't know what she's mad over. I didn't even know this happened. But if I'm being honest, I really don't know why she.
I didn't know it happened either. I just saw that everybody was covering it. Typically, when something like this happens early on, I don't cover it. But this is one I jumped on. And the other ones, they may have seen me cover it first, but I saw some other people cover it first. Yeah, but I didn't know anything about this. I don't even really know why it has a whole lot of significance based on what's being said about the celebrities. The young lady earlier was saying that her sister Glorilla owes her 9 siblings or 10 siblings something. I don't know why she thinks that, especially if they didn't have tight bonds and she's not saying nothing positive about her now.
Left. I don't know what he did wrong, because I think that there are certain details that we just don't know about their relationship. Like there may be things going on that we don't know nothing about. We only can say what we see, but it may be something whole different between them behind the scenes. So I don't know.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and transition, man. Get up off of this. Super chat.
Y'all gonna let me respond? Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, respond. I didn't know you want to respond. I'm just
a lot said. But I think it's a lot of I don't know, maybe the sound is off, but it seems like people are just hearing what they want to hear. First of all, respectfully, fuck both of them. It's not about their relationship. I don't think anybody who takes their relationship serious is a joke. No one looking at them as an example of what we should do. I never took their relationship serious. It was to me, it was just a big joke. So as far as who's wrong in a relationship, they both are. But what I'm saying is, I'm tired of her being showcased, period. You know what I'm saying? You could take the relationship away from Stefon Diggs. He's an accomplished athlete. Now, I'm not saying athletics matter so much, but he earned his spot. I don't know what talent she has. So when I was comparing the two, it wasn't about who's better in a relationship. They both are horrible, obviously, in a relationship. But as far as an individual person, I just think she's never really evolved. Like I said, I just think it's funny. I heard somebody say earlier that we finally are acknowledging abuse. Like, I don't know what that means. I'm just acknowledging what someone admitted that they did. So it didn't take me, I didn't have to look for a red flag. I just sat back and listened. If a person says, hey, I drug people and I robbed them, that doesn't take inquiry. That's just simply listening and repeating. So I just think that if we're going to have a fair conversation, let's just judge each other by what we're actually saying, what we're actually evaluating. Because I never heard nobody say Cardi B is black. Never heard nobody say that Cardi B speaks for black women. I know I didn't say that. But I didn't say that. My whole point was
Willie just said she's a ratchet black
I
bitch.
interrupted you. Please relax. It's okay.
I didn't say that she was a ratchet black bitch either. This bitch is just lying now. Like
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I thought we was all being respectful and
Who are you
stuff.
referring? One second. Who are you referring to as a bitch, Willie?
Wow. Hey. Conversations.
Because I know it is. Because I know you're referring to the woman who gave birth to your big gigantic ass.
Hold on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's go to get back to the past, man. Stay away from this. Come on, y'all. Let's not take it personal. Stay away from
it. Ain't y'all. She's like, listen.
Hey, we can move on. We can move on.
I ain't recovered yet.
Let's go ahead and keep it professional, y'all. Come on. Jeez, professional.
Can I just ask you one question? Because like I was saying before about splitting hairs, like she talked about Robin, you were saying people for money or what have you, right? That we would say that that's, bad behavior. Now, I don't know him, but I'm just speaking in general because I don't want to make assumptions about him per se.
But I'm not judging a relationship. I'm not saying who's worse in the relationship. I've removed myself from that. So I know that's what y'all want to talk about. Fuck both of them.
I wasn't going to say that.
Okay, but
what
I don't
I was going to say is about let's say, because like I said, I can't put it on because I don't follow him. I don't know him. But if we're talking about typical ratchet behavior, this is for me generalizing that behavior, right? Is what she did worse, right, than a man going around impregnating various women and then not taking care of their kids?
First of all,
I'm not saying he's not because I don't know.
I know
I'm
you
just saying in general.
You keep saying, and I'm glad you're saying that because you don't know. So let me tell you what it is. I was responding to what Pretty said when she said something about that he's just as bad or something like that. And I'm like, and I was comparing that they are both wrong for different reasons.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have to listen. Like, I literally said his crime is he's obviously emotionally immature. He hasn't matured as a man. He's very promiscuous. I said that. But he's doing it with women who are at least, at the minimum, consenting to his fuckery. Right? Is that fair mistake? Okay. This woman talked about doing things against men's consent on the record. So by definition, if we're all conscious, intelligent adults, and we could take our male and female feelings out of it, one person has a history of being a lot more negative than the other because everything he did with women was complicit and consensual. Was it morally wrong? Right? Absolutely not.
Okay, I can agree with you. I get that point. Yeah.
I said that from the beginning, so we need to all be like better listeners.
You explained it better because what I was looking at was the general state.
And shout out to Miss Taken and the people on the panel, but he did say that verbatim. But this is what be happening. It turned into the gender stuff with folks that be even saying he said he didn't want to talk about the relationship because they both bad. He said that first, and then he said what he just said here first too. And I don't know who called Cardi black or whatever. I don't know, man. Like this thing where they say the men are just destroying the women. The women that's on here saying that they only want to mess with a married man. The women that's on here saying they only want to mess with somebody that can give them the lifestyle. Or is these skits? Is all of these skits? I don't know.
That you made. So I was speaking to the.
It was in response to what Pretty said, but you didn't hear
Right,
that.
but what I'm saying is, I was speaking generally. What you just said made it. You zoomed in on what that difference was in terms of one being. Hold on.
I did that
One
earlier.
being one being consensual and one not.
But
That
you didn't
was.
know that? You thought he raped them? He's
no.
not on trial for forcing
You
women.
gotta watch the R word, Illa. You can't say the. You know you can't say the R word. You can't almost say nothing, but you definitely can't say the R word, not repetitively.
I mean, hold on.
No,
He's not.
no.
He's never been on. Hold on.
Hold on,
He's never-
hold on, y'all. One mic, y'all. One mic.
Philosophical.
First
You're
finish.
arguing to something that I'm saying. I agree with you. You're arguing against what you're saying. I'm saying now that you added more detail in what you were saying, I get what you're saying, and I agree with you.
No. That's not what he's saying. He's saying that we should know up front that these baby mothers that are still around didn't get nothing taken. That should be like already understood. You know that whole thing of what's understood don't have to be explained. I don't know.
No problem. I'm not trying to argue with you. What I'm saying is he only was just being with multiple women. His crime was not essaying women. It was just getting them pregnant. So that was already established. He's not a criminal. He's just a player with a lot of money. He's a playboy.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move. We're gonna go ahead and move on because I don't want to spend too much on this card. I didn't want to get into the main discussion, so we can come back to us average folks. Let me get to these super chats. Marcus Evans, $465. Hello to the good people on the panel tonight. Y'all know who y'all are, and welcome back, Mommy 3. Marcus Evans, $5 says, and please let's be respectful and act like adults tonight, because last week,
amen,
very distasteful. Jay, a story to tell, $10. Says, Bo, she was on Twitter Spaces 1 month ago saying she robbed men and she would do it again. And what? In quotes. Marcus, again, $2. And what up, brother Sweeney? We got Sweeney in the back. We also got Savage in the back as well. Story to tell, $10 says they interviewed 35 of Stephon Diggs' teammates about him. 35 of them said they wouldn't let him anywhere near any females they cared about. Want to thank everybody that's contributed to the platform. All I'm asking for you guys to do is just hit that like button and go ahead and share the stream. Let's get into this main discussion. Y'all good, man? Let's try to keep it professional. I know we mature up here, man. Let's have a discussion. Let's not blow it up all in the beginning.
Yeah, we gotta wait till the end for that.
Yeah. All right. So the main discussion tonight. I'm talking about the patterns, man. Question I want to pose to the panel. Be honest. Who here has dated potential and ignored patterns?
I think we all have, to be honest.
No? You said no? Okay, Mommy 3 said no. Who has dated potential and ignored patterns? Are we being honest here? Or?
I definitely have.
What did you call it when you ignored the pattern? Yeah.
Optimism.
What about
Faith.
you, Ella? Faith?
You know, faith, just a hope in the person's potential, seeing what they could be. You know what I'm saying? Speak what they say in the Bible. They speak to things that are not as though they were, faith of a mustard seed, you know what I'm saying? Can move mountains, but unfortunately can't move emotions.
Okay.
Maturity.
Go ahead, Bo. What did you call it when you ignored the pattern?
My fault for being delusional.
Okay. What is the worst pattern you accepted because you were attractive? Because they were attractive? Go ahead, Mom.
Just being stigmatized. I ignored it.
Stigmatized. Okay.
I thought she said she wasn't one who ignored patterns.
Anyone else?
Ignoring the inconsistency. I think that's probably one of my biggest issues, just the inconsistency. Like, damn, she bad the motherfucker, so I expect her to be busy. or inconsistent, and then didn't realize that, and until I had a string of equally attractive women who were consistent. It was just about their investment in me, not necessarily what they had going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this happens to a lot of us when we're younger. We learn because sometimes the attraction is strong, and once that attraction is that deep, then sometimes it'll override or have you bypass a whole lot of.
So clarity. Yeah, we've heard all of these things, huh? Let me see. It's relatively early, y'all. So now the new thing is, attract the people back. Said, notice you were on a tour. Yes, I was. To attract the people back. We got to start from scratch because all of a sudden they don't know me. But yeah, I think that the thing also throws things out of the algorithm. So I'm probably in a different one. Shout out to them for doing the punishment. And then they kept away the damn post for a minute. But like I always say to y'all, be great. Like we always do at this time.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.